Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gap channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone. Whether you're new, whether you're coming back, thank you so much for stopping in. I know there are a million choices out there, billions of choices out there, and you're hanging out with me, mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gap, and sometimes I do giveaways. In fact, this is going to be a giveaway video, and I'm going to start the giveaway palooza shout outs. Maybe I'll put on some more skincare while I do that. I have a lot to get through today. I'm going to do a very simple summer look. I did it yesterday, went and hung out with a friend, and she was like, what did you do? Like, your complexion looks flawless. So she's in person with me, right? Maybe it was a little dark in the room. But anyway, she's in person with me, and she really liked it. So I'm just putting the cap on my Tear Milky Toner. Going with that. That was my summer go-to last year. It's going to be my summer go-to this year. It's really nice, hydrating, feels like it brings my face to life toner. Let's go in with a little bit of the SOS Tear Serum. When I put this on, like oftentimes I feel like my face is really wet, but you really, I think that's just the case with most serums. You need to let your various layers of skincare marinate for like a little while, 30 seconds, a minute, at a minimum of 30 seconds. And I don't really even think that that's long enough. Like when it's a wash and dry the hair day for me and I'm not filming, or maybe I'm filming and I come on, I'm like, oh, I've already done my skincare because it's a wash and dry the hair day. I'm letting those layers marinate for more for like 2 to 3 minutes. All right, so there it is. There's the SOS Tear Serum. We're gonna be using some POV Beauty today. Let me go ahead and use my Ampit sort of lip ampy. It's got a mango flavor to it. I really like it. It's very hydrating, and I feel like it makes my lips glisten. Like they have that like pearly look to them. Like it, $22 on the website. I'm gonna also use the Whip It face cream today because I did use that yesterday, and so I'm just recreating the look that I did yesterday to go hang out with my friend on her patio. And, you know, my time is short. I'm not only preparing for an international move, as many of you know, and I will be dropping a behind the scenes pack with me declutter series in July and August. So you're going to see some videos. In fact, I'm going to film a video today. I'll tell you more about that later. But I'm leaving friends. I'm leaving like my pickleball community. It is not just, it's tough. It's tough to move around. You make friends, and then, you know, thankfully for social media, it's easier to stay in touch with folks, I suppose. But yeah, it's just tough. So I was hanging out with a good friend yesterday. It's a lot of fun. And I did use the Whip It. So I'm like, I'm doing everything that I did yesterday, basically. So let's let that serum sit for another minute and give a shout out to another friend in the community, Subby Barb W. I received her friend mail last week. Look at this beautiful card. It says thank you, and there's all these lovely butterflies. And Barb just wrote, she sent me two things. She sent me these pretty little bejeweled earrings. And you know what? These are exactly my speed because I'm not like into big, heavy. These are very lightweight, and they've got a little sparkle to them. They are my vibe. Like if I wear earrings, this is the exact kind of earring I'm going to wear. So I don't know how Barb W knew. I don't know how Barb W knew as well. The other thing, before I get into the sentiment, because I don't know if it's too personal to read the card. Maybe I'll paraphrase it. Barb W sent me a magnet of the flag of Labrador, her hometown. And it's so exciting because, and I had to bring this downstairs into my glam station. It was upstairs ready, like, to be packed. But these are the magnets from my fridge, all right? They are just, how did she know? I'm a magnet for magnets. That makes sense. I think it does. I'm a magnet. Like, I love New York. I've got this one here. I love this one. This one's from Sweden. Like the little Viking beard. There's just Cedar Point, Fun Amusement Park, the Great Lakes, Michigan. I could go on and on. Washington, D.C. I just have like Nashville, Tennessee, and there's international ones in here too. Where's my I Love Berlin? You can see it like, oh, here's one from Amsterdam. Oh, little tulips. I could just go on and on. I could do a whole video like, let's look at my magnets. There's my Libra. Everybody remember October Palooza when I was doing a video every single day and it was so much fun? Here's the Laplands. This is from Finland. This is from when I did an ultra run. I did an ultra run in the Laplands, which are way up above the Arctic Circle in Finland. It was a 57K run on these fells. And a fell is something between like a mountain, let's not get too over dramatic, and like a hill, more like a hill, but like filled with huge rocks. It was painful. It was very painful. And I did it under the midnight sun. So, and it was in July. So when you get up there above the Arctic Circle, the sun is like 24 hours. So we started the race at like 6 p.m. and we finished a little after 7 a.m. We were supposed to finish at 6 a.m. It was supposed to be a 12-hour race. And it was sun the whole time. So I don't know. That's just another one from Sweden, like a Viking ship of some sort. What's this? I picked the picker, like, you know, the antique, like the pickers from the TV show The Pickers. I got that in Nashville. I'm just having too much fun. I love Rio, Florence. All right, so you get the darn picture. What's this? Toscana. Barb, you hit a sweet spot with me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna fight for my fridge space at the new house. I'm fighting for all of my new space at the new house, but don't you worry. I'm gonna find a prominent space. Do not worry, Barb W. I am going to cherish that magnet. Thank you for that friend mail. I appreciate you. You're welcome. Thank you. And all that jazz. All right, we let that sit enough. I've got a couple of pictures that I usually keep on the fridge as well. All right, what else? Lots of giveaway Palooza shout outs. Let's get into the Whip It. What I want to say too about the POV Beauty is that like for those of you who are catching up, its founder is a TikTok 16 million person, a person that has 16 million followers on TikTok. She's a beauty guru. She came up in the, she's a makeup artist. She worked at Ulta before she hit her TikTok fame in 2020 during the pandemic. All right, so she's come, Michaela Nogueira. She's come out with this POV Beauty skin care / makeup prep line, 5 items. She has her own Mickley toner. She has her own serum. She has her own sticky icky primer. She has the Amp It Lippy, and she's got the Whip It face cream, which is supposed to give you this really great barrier, you know, before the makeup comes down, improve elasticity, hydrate. And I feel like it does all of that. And look, it looks like so thick, but I am telling you, it just melts into your skin. So I see myself actually finishing this summer, because I will grab for it this summer before I'll grab for my Charlotte Tilbury, just because, you know, I do want to, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury is a bit more expensive. So, I like this stuff. I like it. And I was going to say, she launched the first run in the end of March, and she sold out super fast. Like, I don't even know how fast she sold out. And then people had to wait to get their stuff. And then she launched again, like a month later, like kind of like end of April or so. That's when I got in and got my Amp It and got my Whip It moisturizing cream. And 3 to 5 business days. So there was no like big like back order wait, blah, blah, blah for the second launch. Now on Friday the 13th, a couple days ago, she restocked again. So the second time she launched, it didn't sell out as fast, but it sold out pretty fast. And what sold out like this both times is the bundle of all 5 things. But this time on the third launch, you know, we're 48 hours into the restock notification. She still has the bundle, and it's marked down from $158 to $142. She still has everything in stock. So I don't know what that says, but I'm just, for those of you who are tracking like me, it's she didn't sell out right away, but I don't think that that's a sign of anything. You know what I mean? Like, I think that the first 2 runs were just very conservative productions, and then to get a real vibe of what the interest is. All right, got a little bit in my hair, that's fine. Getting my hair done next week. I'm getting the final like root touch up and some like foils, like light amount of foils for the summer. I'm gonna get the eyebrows done next week. I'm gonna get them laminated, tinted, and threaded. I'm gonna get a mani and pedi next week. Like, I'm taking care of everything beauty at all my favorite places that have been taking care of me for the past 4 years. before I leave. All right, let's let the Whippet sit and give some shout outs to some giveaway winners. We have, let's see, I had to write this down. It's giveaway palooza. Rihanna won the Glam Grab Bag of Goodies. Rihanna, if you could email me at genxglamgiveaway@gmail.com to collect your prize, please do that, because my days on being able to get the post office stuff out in the post are also limited. And if you're from Canada, again, like, my days are limited. I need addresses, people. If you win a giveaway, please give me your address as soon as possible. To my winners that were interested in cleaning up and trying some of my secondhand, very gently used makeup grab bags, we've got Megan, we've got I think, Megan, you've already emailed me. Jen L, I know you're on Discord. You could hit me up on Discord. And Deliciously Wicked, I love that name. All three of you guys have won those. And so I said, what am I going to get up to today? Like I said, oh, I'm going to film another video for my summer series. I think I'm going to film a video of me making those grab bags, so you can see like the behind the scenes of me. I have such a good time. I usually spread everything out, and like when I made my DIY advent calendars and sent those out to you guys last winter, I had such a good time spreading the stuff out and like thinking, oh, this will fit there. And so that's what I plan to do. I'm going to sort it by category in different bins, and I'm going to try to be as equitable as I can. Like if I put a liquid blush in one, I'm going to put a liquid blush in the others. And if I find it's enough to do like a fourth one, I'll just spin the wheel. I'll get another name and I'll let you know, hey, you won this, get in touch with me. Now we are going to this is giveaway palooza, so let's keep going. But this is, normally my giveaways are like, be subscribed to the channel, have a USA or Canada mailing address, make a comment in this video. All applies. Read the rules very carefully. You need to make a comment in this video and be subscribed to the channel if you want to get in on this giveaway. It's another Glam Grab Bag of Goodies, and I feel like it's the last of my overstock that I have. There's a couple palettes in there. This was an Ipsy palette, Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is just a sample. This is another Too Faced palette from their winter collection. Superhero It mascara. Let's see. There's some Clarins samples in here. The Pixie Milky Spray is in here. Lots of these little individual samples. There's a Vichy Skin Collagen Specialist 16 Day Cream in here, and some other stuff that I can't reach in the bottom of this bag. But this is a 48-hour one, and we have to be attentive. I'm gonna draw this winner the morning of June 17th. If I don't have time to make a video that morning, I will tell you in your comment if the comment picker picked you. So what I need you to do, if you enter this one today, you need to pay attention, okay? Please pay attention, because I need to mail that out on June 20th. All right, it's absolutely imperative. If you want to get in on the last giveaway that's happening here from my glam station in my basement, please just remember to check back in a couple of days to see if you won, okay? And if you're a repeat winner, because I always say whatever, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Win as many times as you want. It's up to the comment picker. If I have your email or I have you on Discord DM and you win that thing, I will come I'll come flag you, all right? So let's keep going in the video. I had said, what am I gonna do today? do I have a scrunchie like anywhere? Here's a scrunchie, it's violet. I said that I wanted to recreate the look that I quickly did yesterday before I went to hang out with my friend. And it involves the latest and greatest from ELF. The Halo Tint, the ELF Halo Glow Skin Tint with SPF50. I got this in an Ipsy box, and they sent it in the shade 6 Light Cool, and it's banging. It's totally working out for me. I did full face of it yesterday. In the video that I did, I compared it to the NYX Buttermelt Glaze SPF 30 product. This retails for 18 bucks. The NYX product retails for 16. They both are 30 milliliters of product, and the ELF shade range is about 18 shades. And NYX only came out with like 10, and I think that it's so unusual that ELF was able, well, that NYX actually was damp beauty blender, that NYX actually came in the lower price point. Usually NYX comes in at the higher price point. And I was reading a comment from one of the subbies. I love everybody's comments. I can't remember who it was, but we were chatting it up and someone was like, oh my gosh, though, you know, ELF is getting up into $18, creeping up into the $18 range. They have some products that are some other skincare products that, especially from their acne line, that creep up there in the teens. But we have to remember this, like, this is one of my favorite sunscreens as well. This is only SPF 30 from Tower 28 in the shade 15 Melrose, Sunny Days. I like it, it's nice light coverage. But that ran me, you know, over $40. So even though this is expensive and how many milliliters are in this thing? Let's see, 30 milliliters. So, I mean, you get the ELF product, right? And you pay 18 bucks for it. You get 30 milliliters. You go get a Sephora brand like Supergoop or this or Shiseido or whatever else Sephora's up to selling in their chic aisles and shelves. And you're going to pay 40 plus bucks. So, I mean, it is a lot for ELF, but I think it's worth it. I truly think it's worth it. Because, you know, you do have to, you know, they say you get what you pay for. I think that ELF did a smashing job on this. It's supposed to be like 80 minutes water resistant. So that is just a super, super light coverage. You know, I had put it all over the face, right? I put it all over. We could go in, we could let that sit for a minute and just go in with the second layer. I could get a little bit on my neck. Actually, I did do a slight second layer yesterday, but I was blending because that, you know, I wasn't hanging out with you guys. I wasn't on the clock, so I was blending my life away. Today I'm going to run errands. I am trying to curate the kitchen, if you will, you know, trying to get rid of stuff, not buy stuff. So I think it's going to be a fair amount of eating out for me and the fam this week. But I am going to make stuffed peppers today because me and the kiddos can take those to lunch tomorrow as well. So I get out my big roaster pan. I have some extra tomato soup. I'm going to use up the last of my rice and make some stuffed peppers. But I think a lot of the rest of the week is going to be like, oh, we're going to have spaghetti, or, oh, maybe I'll just order in special treat because we are really down to the wire. All right, let's see. So yeah, I got some, I think that looks really nice. I've been watching other people's videos and I haven't seen any real negative anything going on, you know, related to this. I can see myself having to repurchase this. I really, really, really like it. I like it a lot better than the NYX Buttermilk Glaze, and I like it a lot better than the Woa Glow from ELF. And then I saw some video where somebody was doing a compare and contrast with the CoverGirl tint, but I don't think it was SPF 50. ELF's gotcha. ELF's gotcha. If it's true, I mean, how do we trust but verify? Like, we're not in the labs or anything. We have to believe it's the mineral SPF 50 sunscreen that ELF said that they were giving us. All right, let's let that pad in. And, you know, really simple what I did yesterday. I wasn't even going to do anything. Can you believe that? Got out of the shower. Wasn't a wash and dry the hair day. Was able to bring my hair back to life. Looks good enough in the scrunchie. Put on my comfy clothes. You know, good friend. I was like, I'm just going to put on some skincare. That's it. And then I was like, oh no, we're going to sit on the patio. I know we're going to sit on the patio. It's just a beautiful garden and it's just so lovely. And I gotta have sunscreen. And so then I was like, why don't I just do the full face of ELF? And I put the full face of ELF on. And then I was like, you know what? It will only take me 5 more minutes to give my face a little, you know, warm up my face, get a little bit of color, and, you know, and see if I can build a little bit on this ELF sunscreen. So sunscreen tint. So that's exactly what I did. Went in with the old trusted Handy Yvonne Amazon special. It's in the shade 08. Had it for a while. It says it's only 12 months. I've well exceeded 12 months on this thing, and it's still kicking. I just like this shade of like a light brown. I like the warmth that it gives my face. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to kind of use it until I notice like it's really off. Hasn't given me breakouts. Oh gosh, you know what else I had to do today while I'm just having a stream of consciousness? Had to wash the brushes. So I did a full on brush cleaning. I love this kind of beauty blender. You know how sometimes you get a variety pack of beauty blenders? I like this one with the tip because you can really like, see how I'm just getting in there with the tip and I'm going down the contour line. It's dragging all the way up from the brow all the way down. So it's like as consistent as it can be. Anyway, yeah, I had to wash all of my brushes that I used over the past couple of days. So I'm still rocking, like I did a pack with me, my brushes. So you'll see that in the summer series, but I'm bringing about a brush size bag, a bag this size for my brushes. I love this bag. It really does. It holds a lot. So that's all I'm going to bring on summer vacation, because I figure if I have to plus up, I'll just go to the Dollarama or the Dollar General or whatever and get a few more brushes. Most of my brushes are packed out. I did a count of them. I had over 150 brushes when I did do the declutter. I think it was like under 170. It was more than 150. No, sorry. It was a little over 160 brushes, so less than 170. Let's go in with the Anywhere Caffeine lip liner from Makeup Forever. I just love this shade. I think it's like kind of close to the natural shade of my lips. I used this yesterday, and then I went in with my Juicy Tubes. Juicy Tubes from Lancome celebrated 20 years. The Lancome Juicy Tubes had like a 20-year celebration. They were announcing that at the Beauty World, the Ulta Beauty World event. And then My Shoppers Mart, when we had our spring beauty mingle, Lancome was in the house and she confirmed, yes, we are celebrating 20 years. And they brought out a couple of like special edition tubes, and I ended up buying one of them. I don't know if I packed it or if I have it set in my summer bag. I don't see it right away in my summer bag, so I must have packed it. All right, let's do a little bit of color correcting, because I did do a tiny bit of color correcting. I also used my Chubby Stick from Clinique. I love this thing. It's in the shade, let's see if I can find it, Amped Up Apple. I just kind of go like, I just put it right there, and I actually put a little bit above my jawline. So like usually to do my creamy contour stick, I hit my jawline up, and then sometimes just like right above the jawline, like right there, I'll use a blush stick. Just, I don't know, just to make a more like, I love that monochromatic look. So I like to drag as much of the same like-minded product around my face as I can, especially when I'm going for that barely there look. I just feel like it just makes everything really gel and unify, find that makeup synergy, if you will. All right, I'm not really going that much overboard. I'm not going overboard compared to what I did yesterday. I mean, this was pretty much what I did yesterday. I used a little bit of my Guerlain Soft Pink like blush right there. Not even a lot. It's not even picking up a lot, because I didn't want to have like I just wanted a real slight pop of color. My intention was just to come in here, Glam Station, turn on the lights, enjoy like a couple, enjoy like 5-7 minutes of skincare layering. And then I was like, oopsie daisy, we need sunscreen today. All right, so my NARS, I did do the color correcting with some of my NARS pot concealer in the shade Vanilla. Just kind of like went in the inside corners of my eyes, because I have some not bags, but I have some discoloration going on there. I think it's from like running around the house and doing so much organizing and packing. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to wear on me. I'm going to bed earlier, that's for sure, because I'm exhausted. Especially on the weekdays where I'm putting in a full day, and then I'm coming home and possibly having to deal with show the house so quickly, you know, clean up, you know, and then tackle a corner that's on my list to tackle. Like yesterday on my list to tackle was my closet. I had like medium-sized walk-in closet, didn't have a ton of stuff in there, but it all has to be pulled off the hangers. It all has to be pulled off the shelf. You know, it has to be boxed up and earmarked for wherever it's going. Dropped off 2 more huge plastic bags of donation yesterday, which it does warm my heart to donate I go to Value Village. It does warm my heart to donate. I'm not gonna lie, but I just can't believe I keep coming up in between me and the rest of the family members keep coming up with more stuff to donate. So I really hope that, you know, that stuff finds a great home. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. There's no better cause, in my opinion, to donate stuff that you don't need to a reputable place that's going to get it to someone that does need it. I went in with my NYX. I used brow gel. I said, oh, I'll just, you know, not a lot. This NYX brow gel doesn't, for me, I just get like the very front and I just kind of flare it up a little bit just to separate them out. I'm just like, I couldn't draw an eyebrow to save my life. So I better not accidentally one day shave them off or something. No, I know my limits and I stay within it. I leave shaping the brows truly up to the professionals. Finished it off, and maybe this was maybe this final touch is what, you know, my friend was picking up on that gave me that, I don't know, what'd she say, the flawless complexion. I almost fell off my chair. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I didn't really. And then I did tell her about, I'm like, oh, well, you have to try this ELF SPF tint, you know, SPF50. You've got to try it. It really blends well. Maybe that's it. I'm like, that's the base. And then I put a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of creamy this and that, powdered up, headed over. That's it. All right. I don't know, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I hope you're able to follow all the craziness going on in this video. I actually did a little bit more color correcting yesterday, but again, I didn't have the pressure. I didn't have the pressure of y'all waiting on me to finish the step. Oh, let's not forget the spray. I did use my Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. I gave myself a very good spray like that. And then I went in, and this was after I did the powdering. I did go in and I gently like kind of patted. Just let that like kind of like melt in, and voila, there we have it. Again, thank you for tuning in wherever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're well. Thank you to all of my friends out there. And again, to Barb W for that lovely friend mail. To all the latest winners, I'm going to have a good time putting together, you know, these gently used secondhand like glam bags. That's going to be really fun. If I can stretch it to 4, I will. And there is this current another giveaway going on, but listen, it closes on June 17th. Read the rules very carefully. Be subscribed to the channel, make a comment in the channel. I have a USA or Canada mailing address, and it's a 48-hour turnaround. If you're the winner, please let me know right away, because I want to get that into the post office by next Friday. All right, take care. I'll see you in the next video.